Hey everyone, and welcome back to Off the Mats at Walters Jiu-Jitsu. And today we are joined with friend and training partner, Payton. Thanks so much for coming out and spending some time with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're really excited. So we just want to talk, get your perspective, just kind of chat about what it's like for you, what Jiu-Jitsu has been like for you, what has gotten you involved in this, like what piqued your interest in it. So just tell us a little bit about yourself and just share maybe a little bit about yourself growing up. Yeah.
It's been self-explanatory. I have cerebral palsy, so that's part of the challenge when it comes to jiu-jitsu. But yeah, I was never really the physically active kid.
Sure.
I was always just the quiet kid. Sitting over the corner, just watching everything. It was until about 5 years ago when I started to lift some weights and see what that chapter opened up.
Yeah, lifting weights, a little gateway drug to Jiu-Jitsu.
Everybody says you shouldn't be strong, but that's not true.
So 5 years ago, you started lifting weights, and what did you notice just from lifting weights alone? Like, what do you think that did for you?
Well, it definitely helped me realize, okay, we can accomplish this if we just take our time,
Sure.
figure out what works, and experiment.
Yeah.
And we just kept trying a bunch of stuff, and
Sure.
eventually it all worked out.
Yeah. So what was it that made you interested in Jiu-Jitsu?
Well, this goes back to when I was in middle school. I sort of always wanted to wrestle,
Oh, sure.
but couldn't quite make the way. I was always small,
Right.
so of course with wrestling and jiu-jitsu you gotta make weight. So it's so later on, after I was strong enough to add something to the routine, and after watching the UFC through COVID,
Okay.
I was like, huh, let me see what Jiu-Jitsu has to offer. And here we are,
Here we are.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
2 years later.
2 years later. I know, it's crazy to think it's been that long for you. So when you first came to your first class, man, just tell me, like, I bet you were nervous. I bet your parents, like, your family was probably so nervous.
Well, it's funny. I didn't tell a group of my family till after the first class.
Okay.
Because I was like, let me just see how this goes.
Sure.
But, yeah, no, that first class was probably the most position I have ever put myself
Uncomfortable in which way?
just every
Every
Just
way.
mental and physically.
possible way you could think. Mentally, physically, a little bit emotionally.
Sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's so, and I wasn't even wearing,
Okay.
I was in shorts in the show,
Yeah.
trying to figure out if I could shrimp,
And move.
reverse shrimp,
Yeah.
do all the basic moves.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I remember when you texted me. See,
Yeah.
And then you came down, and then I met you and your dad. So,
yeah.
And I mean, what did you like, Nick? Challenges as far as like, you know, we say like jujitsu is for everybody,
Yep.
but it's not for anybody,
correct.
right? Like, I think I have realized that. But did you have any apprehensions as far as maybe him training? Like, was it safe?
I
you
did
know?
it. Yeah, I thought, in my mind, I was just like, I think he can do jujitsu. So I gave him two options. He could do a one-on-one lesson with me. We could work from there, or try to do a class. I did kind of push him towards the class setting.
Yeah, you did.
And was just like, hey, try to do the fundamentals class. Jim and Danielle, they were teaching the fundamentals class. They're great, and I knew Danielle would take time and effort and help
Yeah.
Payton out. So I knew
She-
that would be a good transition, and he would feel comfortable
Yeah.
in that setting.
Yeah. Shout out to Danielle, because
Yeah.
she, like you said, took the time, was patient,
Oh yeah,
and she's the best
Yeah.
there is.
Absolutely. So when you first started training, you did a class in the no-gi? Yeah?
No. Oh, everybody else was
Okay.
yeah. It was the regular fundamentals
Oh,
class.
okay, just
it
a
was like
regular
a it was like a
fundamentals, okay.
Tuesday, I think. He came in.
Yes.
And so he was the only one in no gi, just like shorts, t-shirt. Everybody else was
Sure.
in gi. I think you were in street clothes, right?
No, I was in
Active wear.
but
Okay.
no, I could ask her to
Yeah.
shorts like that, but I didn't even get the until after that class.
Right. And I know you do prefer training no-gi
Yeah,
versus the gi, and that has a lot to do with just your abilities with the grips.
and as well from a defensive perspective, you know, it's I don't have to worry about somebody grabbing the pedal
Sure.
from me and the loop choke.
Yep.
I don't know who here would do that to you.
Do such a thing.
So what did you think? You've been training here with us. What has it been like for you? I mean, training, I'm sure physically there's been some things you've noticed, but what else?
Well, obviously the physical aspect, you know, that's why everybody here puts themselves physically. But what I was expecting was the team aspect to the sport.
Sure.
You know, it's it's the visual sport, but when you step out on the mat, you're not just representing yourself, you represent the whole team.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
That was my first taste avoiding reflecting, being a part of it. That's related to sports
Sure.
or the martial art.
Right.
It is. And of course, just the friendships with everybody.
Absolutely.
That was something that was nice to receive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think training, because I know you train here, when you travel, you visit other places, what do you think, or how do you think people, like when they roll with you, you always tell us, like, I don't want you to go easy on me, right? But we're your regular training partners,
Right.
you know, so what's that like for you, kind of navigating how to roll with people, or really how to approach people to roll with you?
But it's people. It comes from a place of respect. Because nobody would really hurt someone.
Sure.
But on the same side of the coin here, it's much more. It's a combat sport. It's not gentle at times. So when somebody be a little too gentle, I was glad. We're good. You can pick up the pace or pick up the pressure, whichever way you want to take it.
Sure. Absolutely. So do you think if you were speaking to somebody who would be like you, maybe want to get out and try something new, would you encourage them to approach their training partners, or would you say it would be okay for like me to be like, hey, like, you know,
Both.
you know, okay, sure,
Both. If they don't start that you should start it.
okay,
So I know what this looks like.
mm-hmm.
But once we start wrong, if you feel what's going on, I hope you realize, okay, I can actually work you. I'm not just respectfully giving me the roll out of, I don't want to say pity, but it's probably the best word for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I'm here to roll. Everybody's here to roll. Let's roll.
right,
Why are we beating around the bush,
sure,
trying to be too nice?
yeah,
I mean, obviously, don't go snap people's arms off and stuff like that.
sure,
But don't be afraid of, if you see something, take it.
right.
Yeah.
But I guess that kind of goes just like a regular role,
Yeah.
you know, like just like anybody else.
Maybe. And of course, if training versus wrong, kind of different.
Okay,
If you're training, let's be slow. Let's make sure we both learn from this.
sure,
And then when it's time to roll, as well.
no, absolutely. So you've been doing this long enough to kind of develop maybe some preferences. So as far as like a guard or a position, some sweeps that you like to do. I know you kind of went like a little viral about a certain move.
Yeah, a bit of a tripod sweep.
Yeah.
Got almost half a million views on Instagram. So I was like, okay, that's something. But yeah, no, the tripod sweep's great. Single leg X and to do with X guard. I find that really good.
Sure.
Obviously, mount as mount. It's all the typical down conditions. You know, but I'm still trying to get comfortable where I can.
Nice.
Yeah. But
Yeah. I get that. I mean,
your preferences go out when it's competition time.
yeah, and speaking
So-
of competition, you have competed a couple times. Made your PANS debut earlier this year. So what was it like for you preparing for a tournament, like going out, you know, something at that level? What were you thinking? Yeah, what were you thinking? We were all a wreck.
What? You know, it's if you're gonna make a debut, why not make a PANS? You, I don't want to say you guaranteed at least one match. As far as preparation for that, I was just gonna do whatever I could do. That's, you could put to the best ability. If it works. If not, go back to work,
Sure.
figure it out.
But like, do you think it has helped you?
It's never been a waste of time
Sure.
competing. Because you're always learning something. So, I said, okay, I'm gonna take it slow. That didn't really work. And Florida has it. I'm gonna force stand. And it sort of worked. So it's a trial and error process as far as competitions.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a test. It's a test. My performance here, sure, it's great, but everybody's usually twice my size,
Yeah.
twice my makeup. So if I can do what I can do to you guys, somebody that's only 15 pounds heavier than me, and this ring, I think I should do okay.
Oh yeah.
But it's been a process.
Competition is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It really is. What kind of I guess, change have you seen in yourself other than like, you know, you're stronger, you're lifting weights, you have a good team behind you? What other changes have you noticed since training?
I was always very shy and very quiet. Not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Partly because if you walk to a class and there's new faces, you have no choice to put yourself out there,
Sure.
do what we do.
You get so mad when people hear say this or at tournaments or whatever, like, that you just inspire us. Like, I don't feel like training, and I'm like, man, he's out here, like, if I don't train, I'm such a piece of garbage. Or if I, you know, like, you just get so upset when we say that, but like, it's so encouraging.
I don't get upset. It's just, I hear it from every direction.
Sure.
And it's part of me. So I respect it.
Okay.
But if I'm your inspiration, boy, that power is not that high. Whatever gets people out of bed outside, I support it.
Yeah.
When I first started here, over the past 2 years, what do you guys think my biggest improvement is for you guys' perspective?
I would say your work ethic. Because before, when you first started, you were using it as a crutch. I could say that from experience. When Danielle was working with you, you would say that you're tired and you'd get water. And now you can go like a few rounds without having to stop.
Yeah.
Which is good. Because I remember we would do the drills and like the first minute you'd be like, oh, I'm tired. And I'm like, tired? We just started. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But now, like, you're working, you're getting better. I feel like your lung capacity has gotten a lot better too, in that aspect.
And I think like your hand mobility, your arm mobility, like we've talked a lot about that. You know, like
And
how
standing straight
yes,
up and
s-
walking.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a huge improvement as well.
My balance has definitely improved a lot.
Yeah, I think like just your general mobility, like I'm
Yeah.
so like impressed. Like you're actually able to like get little grips now, where when you first started, like you really struggled with that. So that has been just really cool to watch.
I'm gonna.
And the way that you think of moves.
I was just gonna say that.
That is another cool aspect, because I will show you something and it is, I know it's difficult because of your hand movement, your legs, things like that. And you're like, hey, can I do this instead? And I never thought of the way that you could piece the puzzles together and make it work. And actually there's a couple things that I use that you've shown me that works and is great. And same with Al. Al does it as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a different avenue that
Yeah.
people wouldn't even go down
Well,
or think about.
and that's part of the beauty of the sport.
Yes.
Is everybody has the permission to put their own twist on it.
Sure. So what would you like to see, if anything, as far as like is there any inclusion or anything in the sport that you would like to see, or like, do you think like, hey, we're an equal opportunity provider already, equal beatdowns for all? No, I'm just kidding.
The sport is already pretty inclusive. You know, it's I don't think there needs to be more of that. But what I do think needs to share the spotlight with the sport is the roots. It's emotional. It's just sure the sport's great. We love to compete. We love to watch. But at the end of the day, it's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
It's a form of self-defense. It's everything about screams. This screams. Really. It's to one of almost primal instincts, which is combat sports. It's been happening for thousands of years. So my hope is this, is that as the sport continues to evolve, let's not forget about the roots of the tree.
Sure.
Let's pay respect. Let's owe the respect where it's due. Let's teach. Let's teach the respect to the new people. That way, when they step foot in gyms, they realize what they're signing up for. I think everybody gets sort of fixated on competitions and stuff that we forget why we're here in the first place.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Off the Mats, and we will see you next time. Bye.
All right.